Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. Again, I call for discussions. Why? Because it's wise. It's something that after my flesh dies and I look back at it and I think about it, I can be very proud of. Even though I'm angry at these people right now, I've said some things that really put them in their place, really trampled them down. But still, you know, um, it takes the better man to kind of say, okay, let's discuss these things, even though I'm in the right and I know that they're not going to take me up on my offer, or I'm pretty sure that they're not going to, what have you. So that when it's time for them to be judged and I'm at God's right hand, that this thing comes back to haunt them. Or, on the off chance that they discuss things and they mitigate and they stop persecuting me. Keep in mind, I'm somebody who's familiar with persecution. I've been persecuted basically the whole time I've been on this planet, 44 years. I have early memories of being persecuted, and they use psyops and technology, maybe about 5 years old or something. And I have 23 witnesses on record to the psychological operations against me. If you're somebody who wants to play stupid about it, I'd love to hear your explanation as to why 23 other people perceived that what they're doing to me isn't just messing with me, but is part of a psychological operation. I mean, I've never heard of some crazy person who has 23 witnesses on record and had obviously had the presence of mind to gather up those witnesses and say, yes, this is what's going on. I mean, it basically doesn't happen. Okay, maybe if you're talking about UFOs or something, we're talking about psychological operations, something that we know goes on all the time. There are countless psychological operation units in the military. The CIA and the FBI are involved quite often. The police, various corporations, prisons, schools, you name it, they on record, all over the world, right? Psychiatrists, mental health types. This is like one of the most obvious things out there these days. When I was real young, I think a lot of people didn't think about these things so much. I don't know. But certainly in the last 10, 15 years, it's really come out in force. We've seen psychiatrists, tuck their tails and go into full retreat in recent years in regards to organized stalking, in regards to, the Havana syndrome, in regards to a lot of things. I remember this one dumbass went on record in the New York Times. He was a psychiatrist, if I'm not mistaken, might have been a psychologist, I'm pretty sure it was a psychiatrist. And they said, if you think that people are targeting you in an organized manner, and you're hearing some kind of voices or something, because a lot of people reported hearing voices, that you should run, not walk, to see a psychiatrist. And since then, man, have they been proven wrong. Oh my goodness. We've seen professors come out and say that organized harassment, including technological harassment, is real. People, including myself, have posted the Justice Department statistics that show that there's 1 million cases of group stalking every year, 1 million reported cases, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, the Havana syndrome, I bring that up already, and on and on and on. I mean, man, have they been proven wrong. We've seen various publications from the military, various periodicals and journals reporting on things like this. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Popular Science and their article about the mysteries of mind control some years back. I mean, they have been proven way wrong. And I've been saying this for years. I've been arguing with psychiatrists about these things for years. I have some playlists to go way back to like 2011. It's now 2026. I've been arguing on record in a very pronounced way with psychiatrists for 15 years. And there's other things that I cover, but that's part of it. And so we've seen the so-called experts, the people upholding the white establishment standards, swearing up and down that if you don't see it the white man's way, you're crazy. We've seen them just completely shut the fuck up, tuck their tails, and go whimper in a corner somewhere, defeated. And these are people who are control freaks too. They would love to say something. There's nothing they could say. They're just whimpering. They're just sniveling. They're just fucking kind of pouting, sobbing.